Separatist parties have called for a complete shutdown in the valley to protest against the attempts to abrogate Article 35A of the Constitution. A joint statement has been issued by the separatist parties appealing people to observe a shutdown. Most trade bodies in the valley have also extended their support to the strike. This move comes just a day after Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Parliament to discuss Article 370 and 35A. Mufti is pushing to build consensus against the scrapping of Article 35A, which grants special status to permanent residents of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. To remind you, Article 35A of the Constitution empowers J&K government to define permanent residents and gives these residents special status. It also bars non-residents of J&K from buying property in the state. So the more news that's coming in at this moment is that in a strategic move, India has poured in more troops along the entire stretch of its border with China in Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh in the face of heightened rhetoric by Beijing over Doklam standoff. Officials tell India today the decision to increase the deployment was taken after carrying out a detailed analysis of the situation. The Army's Sukna-based 33 corps as well as 3 and 4 corps based in Arunachal and Assam are tasked to protect the sensitive Sino-India border in the Eastern Theatre. However, the number of troops deployed is not clear. China has been ramping up rhetoric against India over the last few weeks, demanding immediate withdrawal of the Indian troops from Doklam. So for more on that story, we have Manogya joining us. Manogya, this deployment, how should one see it, especially with the aggressive posturing of China? Are there other reasons other than the rhetoric, the aggressive rhetoric that we have seen in the past?
Well, a lot of movement of the armed forces is being seen in the entire northeast over past few days, and now withstanding the weather conditions, of course it is monsoon season, there will be winter setting in around September, that's next month, so you will be needing an entire fresh supply and of course a lot of supply in storage for the entire armed forces in the region. The fact that there have been movements, we have recordings of that, and of course these additional supplies will be going to the last order, that is up to Doklam, as well as from Nathula, as well as from other areas also. Sikkim, however, remains important because the fact that we've seen the kind of Doklam standoff that has been continuing for more than 2.5 months now, despite all the talks that have been going on. This, of course, is Army's measure of ensuring that they have enough defense in their entire setup of games.